What's a delicious poor man's meal? Okay, as a Russian I am telling you potato is the best food there is. It's cheap. You can cook it multiple different ways so you will not get tired of it. Also it won't get bad silage rotten. My ancestors survived cold winters and wars just by eating potatoes. You can slice it into thin slices and fry it or just boil it with hot water or oven it. Barbecue it, literally everything. Boil 'em, mash, stick 'em in a stew. Potatoes. Anyways, like I was saying, potatoes are the fruit of the dirt. You can barbecue 'em, boil 'em, broil 'em, bake 'em, saute 'em. Days on potato kebabs, potato creole, potato gumbo, pan-fried, deep-fried, stir-fried. Days pineapple potatoes, lemon potatoes, coconut potatoes, pepper potatoes, potato soup, potato stew, potato salad, potatoes and shrimp, potato burger, potato sandwich. That's about it. Russians are amazing. Don't be modest. Your ancestors also survived cold winters, wars, and famines by eating wallpaper paste and sawdust after the potatoes ran out. I know it's not a contest, but the Russian people have survived some of the most awful circumstances ever. If you tell me to eat potatoes, I'm eating potatoes. I'm Russian. Eat pussy. Sometimes Little Caesars throws pizzas in the dumpster outside after close. When I was homeless, I dated the night manager at McDonald's. I got a sack of dumpster-bound burgers big enough to feed me for the next 24 hours, and all it cost was having X with someone I was already having X with. Randy, you're not going to whore yourself out for cheeseburgers again, are you? A man's gotta eat. $10 or 6 Dairy Queen coupons. Buttered toast with cinnamon and sugar. We used to keep a pre-mixed container of cinnamon and sugar, because we ate this so frequently as kids and my mom got sick of helping us fix our god-awful proportions. Mom had a little jar with a perforated metal lid that was specifically made for this. It was probably made in the late 50s and had a very faded label that said Domino Cinnamon Sugar. My roommates in college didn't know cinnamon could come without sugar. Spaghetti with oil and garlic. Quick, easy, cheap. White bread garlic toast. This was a main staple when I was growing up. Less, because we were broke, and more, because nobody knew how to cook, LOL. I still love it, to be honest. I take my butter, mix some garlic powder and Italian seasoning into it, spread it on my bread, and throw it in the oven for a few minutes. It ain't fancy, but it's good. I'll do one better. An Italian classic for I'm hungry at 1 a.m. and I need something good. Pasta aglio olio e peperoncino, which translate to pasta, garlic, oil and chili pepper, and it's exactly what the name implies, and it is amazing. Fried eggs and toast. I love a scrambled egg sandwich even better than a hamburger. Ever had an egg on a burger? Yes, with fries inside too. Freaking ecstasy. I used to get a burger with an egg in it at Steak and Shake often. Then they closed in my town and I can't get them anymore. I miss it. Congee. Add rice and lots of water to a pot. Can keep it plain or sprinkle some chicken bouillon powder and fresh ginger slices. Cook until it reaches creamy porridge consistency. Top your bowl with scallions. I make this when I'm feeling sick since it's easy on the stomach. I was a single mom in university. To stretch my budget, I made homemade soups. Every day for years I had homemade soup for lunch and sometimes for dinner too. Do you have any tips for making your own soup? Homemade stock, bones, water, apple cider vinegar and salt. I just learned this one a year ago and the ACV is key. Google stock with ACV and you can get the right proportions. Dried beans are cheaper and better than canned. Check out the video Carl Make Beans on YouTube. I do a lot of the tedious work ahead of time. I will peel and freeze garlic cloves. I find they are easier to slice thin when they are frozen. I also will cook and freeze other veggies I plan on using so I can stock up when things are on sale. For recipes, my favorite site is allrecipes.com. I did not know about putting ACV in soups. Aside from my family's chicken soup recipe, I've tried making a lot of soups and there's always something missing. If you are making a savory recipe and it seems like it is missing something, but you're not sure what, a lot of the time, adding a splash of acidity vinegar of various types, citrus juice etc. will lift it and be just what it needs. For sweet items, try a pinch of salt. Obviously, use your best judgment. Something already very tart and acidic will need something else, but it works a lot of the time. Stir fry, chicken and rice, and tears. So many tears. Instead of soy sauce, lower sodium, sounds really efficient. Don't have to dump out the buckets anymore. Pool dessert. Flour tortilla with butter, cinnamon and sugar. Cream cheese and jam is also really good on a tortilla. Only had the chance because we got cream cheese from the food bank that one time. But damn, I love cream cheese and jam. Gonna try this. Oh, sounds like lazy lefts. Or cinnamon, sugar, milk, and leftover white rice. Leave that in the fridge overnight and boomed. Breakfast. Ramen, drained with no broth, with poor man's pad thai sauce. Mix a tablespoon of peanut butter into a small ramekin with enough soy sauce and sriracha to be able to thoroughly mix it into a smooth sauce. Dump over the cooked ramen, and baby, you've got a stew going. It tastes good. It's got a bit of protein, bit of fat, bit of carbs, little sweet, little heat. It's not the greatest nutrition you could eat, but it's way better for you than Oreos. And if you want to clean up the macros a little, you can sub PB2 for the peanut butter and coconut aminos for the soy. And that'll cut the fat and sodium at least in half. And it's vegan, if you care at all. And baby, you've got a stew going. Are you selling acting classes by any chance? Potatoes, in every way possible. I like the vodka version. The classic Irishman's dilemma. Do I eat it now or wait for it ferment? Mallory Archer. For real though, lemon potatoes Gruyere style. Like 8 or 9 parts chicken stock to 1 part lemon juice and zest. Oregano, some garlic and onion, salt and pepper. Edit. Also about 1 part olive oil. Whoops. Make enough of that mix to roughly cover your potato wedges in a roasting pan and cook at 370-400 for like 35-40 minutes depending on the starchiness of the potato. Add more lemon juice mixed with some water if the potatoes are still firm once the liquid is halfway gone, so they can still soak up the flavorful liquid while they cook. Bam! Fried cubes, shredded hash browns, French fries, baked, mashed, broiled, grilled, potato O'Brien, au gratin, scalloped, potato cakes, potato bread, potato puffs, potato launcher. Just chew on it raw, not as much available carbs and calories, but it fills you up the same. If you need to microwave it to bake it, poke holes in it first. They can explode. Serious answer here. Get a can of black beans and some cheap salsa. Put the drained beans and some salsa in a skillet and let it cook for like 10 minutes. Crack a couple eggs and let them poach in the beans. Serve with cheap bread or tortillas. All very cheap ingredients, and it's super high in protein, so it's filling and healthy. You can also saute in any veggies you have sitting around or put in whatever spices you have lying around. Isn't this pretty much huevos rancheros? Yeah, but he gave instructions, so that's cool. I love that energy mayo. Pancakes. My grandma grew up during the Depression. She said her mother served pancakes for dinner so often she got sick of them, and when she left the house she never ever made pancakes. Similar happened to my dad. My grandma made meatloaf a lot. My dad ended up hating meatloaf and asked my mom to never make it for him. Thus, we never had meatloaf growing up. I learned that I like meatloaf, and I'm sad that I missed out for so long. My husband is the same. He never wants meatloaf, pasta with jarred sauce or macaroni and cheese. He had them weekly growing up and now he can't stand them. Sucks for my kids though. When my mom was working nights growing up, we had a food schedule my dad followed weekly. M. Burgers. T. Tacos. W. Hamburger helper. T. Pasta with overseasoned meatballs. F. Pizza made. And if we were lucky a few times he would break the mold and get dinner out or something. But it was rare. Grilled cheese sandwich. Edited to add. Y'all are making some fancy ass sandwiches and don't get me wrong, I'm not mad about it. But a cheap ass grilled cheese made with stale white Wonder Bread. I can't believe it's not butter, and some Kraft singles holds a special place for me. Response summary to grilled cheese is a delicious Pullman food. Use only the finest artisan French bread just after cooling from your bread oven. Lightly coat with a mixture of goat butter and ghee. Sprinkle the bottom of the pan with saffron. Blend your mixture of Gruyere and a mild cheddar aged exactly 7.94 years. Toast in a cast iron skillet until the butter resembles hue number 8B4513. Flip only once, toasting side 2 exactly 7/11 of the time spent toasting side 1. Remove and let cool for 37 seconds, adding 1.2 seconds per inch of local rainfall projected in the next 8 days. Cut off crusts. Eat with a silver fork with 62% handle weight. Number 8B4513. Naturally I had to Google this. Saddle brown. Spot on. Exactly what I did. Perfect color choice. I lolled at saffron. Ramen with a side of ramen. flushed down with water, ramen with an egg or two. I made 6 minutes jammy eggs with instant noodles and frozen corn today for lunch and it was heavenly. Jammy eggs does not compute. Soft boiled. The whites are cooked, but the yolk is like half cooked. It's delicious. Sleep. On a more depressing note, this is true as frick. Been broke as frick at times. The kids were fed, but I would just sleep, instead of eating. When me and my sister were young, my mother would sleep through meals, as in she would wake up, cook us a meal, enough for the two of us, and be so exhausted that she would just go to bed immediately. I instantly adore that woman if she was exhausted due to working and providing. Between dealing with her own mental issues and working as hard as she could at the best job she could get without a proper degree, she absolutely should have been exhausted. Even though it's been circa 20 years, she still has mental issues and works multiple jobs to support herself and my sister. I'm trying to appreciate her more as I have gotten older, but it was hard as a kid who didn't understand the gravity of a situation. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the video, please smash the like button and leave a comment which story you liked the most. Subscribe and hit the bell notification for updates on our latest videos. And don't forget to check the links in the description box for more awesome content.